You're all welcome to today's news analysis. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. If you've been here before, you already know how we do it. Today's story is deep. It is tense. And it is shaking Nigerian politics right now. So please, before we begin, subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bell so you don't miss what comes next. Now let's get straight into it. After the 2023 general election, the Labour Party changed completely. What many Nigerians expected was growth, order, and strength. What they got instead was confusion, silence, and deep internal fights. The election ended, but peace never came. The party that shocked the nation at the polls began to shake from inside, slowly at first, then all at once. The first problem was leadership. The party chairman's tenure ended, but he refused to step aside. This single action opened the door to crisis. Members raised concerns. Elders advised caution. Lawyers spoke. Courts gave orders. Still, nothing changed. The chairman stayed put, acting as if no rule applied to him. This refusal became a heavy weight on the party. Meetings became tense. Decisions were delayed. Trust started dying. Instead of planning for the future, the party was busy fighting itself. Some members felt trapped. Others felt ignored. Many felt betrayed. As the months passed, the crisis grew louder. Factions emerged. Statements began flying from different camps. One side defended the chairman. Another side demanded his exit. The party's voice became divided, weak, and confused. At the center of public attention was Peter Obi. Many Nigerians believed he was the moral force holding the party together. His calm nature helped hide the cracks for a while. But inside the party, pressure was building. His silence started to worry people. His distance from party leadership meetings raised questions. Then accusations entered the scene. Some party members and supporters openly accused the APC-led government under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of being behind the Labour Party crisis. They believed the ruling party was using influence to weaken the opposition from within. According to them, the crisis did not look natural. They said it was too organized, too stubborn, and too protected. These accusations spread fast across Nigeria. Peter Obi himself later shared similar concerns. He spoke about external forces trying to destroy the Labour Party. He suggested that powerful interests were working quietly to destabilize the party because of what it represented in 2023. To many supporters, this confirmed their fears. The idea was simple. If the party could not be defeated at the polls, it could be broken from the inside. This belief made the crisis even more painful. Members no longer trusted only their leaders. They started suspecting outsiders. Every action was questioned. Every silence was analyzed. The party atmosphere became toxic. Still, no real solution came. The chairman remained in office. Court orders were ignored. Internal reconciliation failed. The national leadership struggled to take control. State chapters became confused. Young supporters who once stood proudly began to step back quietly. What was once a movement began to feel like a burden. Peter Obi found himself in a difficult position. Staying meant endless fights and silent blame. Speaking out meant deeper division. Leaving meant shock and anger. Whatever choice he made, damage was guaranteed. Behind closed doors, pressure increased. Some party leaders accused him of not doing enough. Others accused him of doing too much. Some felt he controlled the party. Others felt he had abandoned it. No matter what, he became a central figure in every argument. Meanwhile, Nigerians watched closely. Many asked how a party that carried so much hope could fall apart so fast. Others wondered why court orders meant nothing. Some asked why the leadership could not put ego aside. And many asked whether the APC government was truly pulling strings in the background. The Labour Party slowly lost focus. The message changed. The fire faded. What remained was tension, suspicion, and unresolved leadership conflict. By the time Peter Obi made his move, the party was already bleeding. His exit did not create the crisis. It only exposed how deep it had gone. And at that moment, everything changed. The moment Peter Obi joined the African Democratic Congress, everything burst open. The silence inside the Labour Party ended instantly. Anger replaced caution. Careful words disappeared. What came out next was raw, sharp, and shocking to many Nigerians who were watching closely. The Labour Party leadership reacted fast. They did not speak with regret. They did not speak with sadness. They spoke with relief. Their message was clear. They said they were glad Peter Obi had left. They said his exit was good for the party. They went further to say he was a major problem and that many of the issues inside the party were connected to him. That statement hit the public like thunder. For supporters who stood by the party through 2023, it felt like betrayal. This was the same man who carried the party into national attention. The same man whose name opened doors, filled rallies, and brought global focus. Now he was being blamed. The leadership insisted they were finally free. They claimed the party could now breathe. They said internal decisions would now be easier. They suggested that the crisis would reduce without him. But many Nigerians were not convinced. Questions began to rise immediately. If Peter Obi was the problem, why did the leadership crisis start before his exit? Why were court orders still ignored? Why did the chairman remain in office against the rules? Why was peace never restored even when Obi was still there? The answers did not come. Instead, the party leadership doubled down. They defended their position strongly. They spoke with confidence. They acted like a weight had been lifted from their shoulders. This response created a deeper divide. Supporters who believed in Peter Obi felt insulted. Some felt the party had rewritten history. Others felt used and discarded. Many young Nigerians who once defended the party online went quiet. Some openly expressed disappointment. At the same time, critics of Peter Obi felt justified. They said this was proof that the party was never united. They said the movement was built on emotion, not structure. They argued that the cracks were always there. But behind all these reactions was a deeper truth. The Labour Party leadership was under pressure. The crisis had damaged their image. Court cases were still hanging. Public trust was dropping. Questions about legitimacy refused to go away. Blaming Peter Obi became a way to shift focus. By attacking him, the leadership tried to take control of the story. They wanted Nigerians to believe that the problem had a name and that the name had left. Yet, the issues stayed. The same leadership remained. The same court orders stood. The same confusion continued. Peter Obi, on his part, did not trade insults. He maintained a calm tone. He spoke about values, principles, and the future. He avoided direct fights. This contrast made the situation even louder. One side shouted. The other side stayed quiet. To many observers, that silence spoke volumes. Meanwhile, accusations against the APC government returned to the spotlight. Supporters argued that this public attack on Peter Obi only strengthened the belief that external forces had succeeded. They said the opposition had eaten itself while the ruling party watched. Whether true or not, the damage was real. The Labour Party was no longer speaking with one voice. The trust built in 2023 was breaking apart. And Nigerians who once believed in a new path were left confused. This was no longer just about a man leaving a party. It was about power, control, pride, and survival. And the tension was far from over. After the dust settled, the real picture became clear. Peter Obi had moved on, but the Labour Party crisis did not move with him. The problems stayed right where they were. The leadership structure remained shaky. The court orders were still unresolved. The same chairman was still in place. The same questions were still waiting for answers. This reality hit hard. For months, the party leadership had pointed fingers. First, it was internal enemies. Then, it was external forces. Now, it was Peter Obi. But even after his exit, nothing truly changed. That was when many Nigerians began to understand something important. The crisis was deeper than one person. Inside the party, morale dropped further. Some members tried to stay loyal, hoping things would improve. Others quietly stepped away, tired of endless conflict. State chapters became more independent, acting without clear direction from the center. Coordination weakened. Unity faded. The energy of 2023 was gone. Young Nigerians who once defended the party with passion felt lost. They had invested hope, time, and belief. Now they were watching a party struggle to hold itself together. Many felt disappointed, not just in the leadership, but in the system as a whole. Peter Obi's move to the ADC changed the political equation. It sent a strong signal across the country. It showed that even popular figures could walk away when structure failed. It showed that principles could matter more than loyalty. And it showed that no movement survives without order and respect for rules. The ADC suddenly became a topic of national discussion. People began to watch closely. Supporters followed cautiously. Critics analyzed every step. Expectations rose. At the same time, the Labour Party leadership faced a harder task. They now had to prove that blaming Peter Obi was not just talk. They had to show leadership. They had to fix the internal mess. They had to obey court rulings. They had to rebuild trust. But rebuilding trust is not easy. Trust is slow to build and quick to break. Once broken, words are not enough. Actions must follow. Nigerians are watching closely, and patience is thin. The accusations against the APC government still hang in the air. Some believe the ruling party succeeded in weakening the opposition. Others believe the Labour Party destroyed itself through pride and poor leadership. The truth may sit somewhere in between. What matters now is the lesson. Political movements cannot survive on emotion alone. Popular faces are not enough. Social media noise cannot replace structure. Without internal democracy, rules mean nothing. And without respect for process, crises never end. This situation has reshaped opposition politics in Nigeria. It has forced hard conversations. It has exposed weaknesses. It has reminded everyone that power struggles kill movements faster than external attacks. For Peter Obi, the road ahead is uncertain but clear. He carries hope, but also heavy expectations. Nigerians will judge him not by words, but by decisions. The ADC chapter is just beginning, and mistakes will not be forgiven easily. For the Labour Party, the future depends on courage. The courage to admit failure. The courage to obey the law. The courage to change leadership when time is up. Without this, recovery will remain a dream. For Nigerians, this story is a reminder. Change is hard. Politics is messy. And no savior works alone. Strong systems matter more than strong individuals. As this drama continues, one thing is certain. Nigerian politics has entered a new phase. Alliances are shifting. Trust is being tested. And the 2023 aftershock is still being felt. This is not the end of the story. It is only a turning point. And how it ends will depend on who learns the lesson and who refuses to. This moment in Nigerian politics is heavy, and it deserves calm thinking, not noise. What has happened between Peter Obi and the Labour Party is not just a party issue. It is a clear sign of how fragile political movements can be when structure is weak and leadership is unstable. Many Nigerians invested belief, energy, and emotion into something they hoped would last. Watching it struggle has been painful for supporters and confusing for observers. The anger from the Labour Party leadership did not bring healing. Blame did not bring answers. Strong words did not fix broken rules. Instead, they exposed how deep the division had already gone. When leadership turns against its own symbol, the problem is rarely that symbol alone. Peter Obi's exit forced a truth into the open. A party cannot grow if court orders are ignored. It cannot survive if personal interest comes before rules. And it cannot claim moral strength while refusing internal democracy. These are not small issues. They are the foundation of any serious political movement. For many Nigerians, this crisis has raised hard questions. Can new parties truly offer a better way? Can leaders learn from past mistakes? Or will history repeat itself under different names? These questions matter because the country is watching closely and remembering. This situation also shows that popularity is not power on its own. Influence fades when structure collapses. Hope becomes frustration when leadership fails to listen. Movements rise fast, but they fall faster when discipline is missing. At the same time, this moment is not only about failure. It is also about choice. The choice to rebuild or to deny reality. The choice to respect rules or to bend them. The choice to place the future above ego. Nigerians are no longer easily impressed. They have seen promises. They have heard speeches. What they now demand is consistency, honesty, and order. Any party or leader who ignores this reality will struggle to gain trust again. As the political space continues to shift, one thing stands firm. The people are learning. They are observing patterns. They are connecting dots. And they will respond with memory, not emotion. This crisis has changed how many see opposition politics. It has removed illusions and forced maturity. It has reminded everyone that real change is not built on faces alone, but on systems that can stand pressure. The road ahead will be difficult for all sides involved. But difficulty often brings clarity. And clarity, when embraced, can still lead to growth. Nigeria has seen another lesson unfold. Whether it will be learned or ignored is what will shape what comes next.